Did you know that the shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes? Or that Africa is home to more pyramids than Egypt? Welcome to the Claymation History Channel, where we uncover the most fascinating, surprising, and downright mind-blowing facts about African history. Let's start at the very beginning, the cradle of humanity itself. Over 7 million years ago, the earliest known hominin ancestor, Sahelanthropus tudensis, walked the earth in what is now Chad. Fast forward to 3.2 million years ago, and we meet Lucy, the famous Australopithecus afarensis discovered in Ethiopia. But the real game-changer happened 315,000 years ago in Morocco, where the oldest remains of Homo sapiens were found. That's right, Africa is where it all began. From these ancient origins, Homo sapiens began their migration out of Africa 56,000 years ago, eventually colonizing the rest of the world. But Africa's contributions didn't stop there. Let's talk about some of the continent's most astonishing engineering feats. The Grand Mosque of Djenné in Mali is the world's largest man-made clay structure, a masterpiece of architecture that's rebuilt every year after the rainy season. And speaking of wonders, did you know Sudan has over 1,000 pyramids? That's nearly 5 times more than Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built between 2550 and 2490 BCE, remains one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but Sudan's pyramids often fly under the radar. And let's not forget the Sahara Desert, the largest desert on Earth, or the Nile River, the longest river in the world, flowing through 11 African countries. Now, let's dive into some quirky historical events. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, fought on August 27, 1896, holds the record for the shortest war in history, lasting just 38 to 45 minutes. Meanwhile, the Haitian Revolution, beginning in 1791, marked the first successful slave revolt in the Americas, led by the brilliant Toussaint Louverture. These events remind us that Africa and its diaspora have always been at the forefront of global change. Speaking of change, let's talk about some trailblazing individuals. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, born in Liberia in 1938, became Africa's first female president in 2005. Abebe Bikila, the Ethiopian marathon runner, won the 1960 Rome Olympics gold medal barefoot. And Menelik II, Emperor of Ethiopia, was the first African to drive a car, gifted to him in 1907 during a trip to Rome. These figures remind us that Africa has always been a land of innovation and resilience. But Africa's influence goes beyond politics and sports. Did you know that coffee was first discovered in the Kaffa region of Ethiopia in the 9th century? That's right, your morning brew has African roots. And speaking of cultural contributions, dreadlocks originated in Angola, not India or the Caribbean as commonly believed. These hairstyles are just one example of Africa's enduring cultural legacy. Let's take a moment to explore some of Africa's natural wonders and dangers. Lake Nyos in Cameroon is the deadliest lake on Earth. On August 21, 1984, it released a gas cloud that killed 1,750 people and 3,500 cattle in minutes. Lake Natron in Tanzania, on the other hand, has such high salt and alkaline content that it can calcify animals that die in it, turning them into stone. These lakes are stark reminders of nature's power. Now, let's address some lesser-known facts. Did you know that Tanzania, Zambia, and South Sudan share the same national anthem tune? Only the lyrics differ. And while many African nations were colonized, Ethiopia and Liberia were never fully colonized. Ethiopia briefly resisted Italian occupation from 1936 to 1941, while Liberia was founded by freed American slaves. These nations are symbols of African resilience and independence. Finally, let's talk about Africa's modern legacies. South Sudan, founded in 2011, is the world's youngest country, a testament to Africa's ongoing evolution. The continent's linguistic diversity is unparalleled, with over 2,000 languages spoken across its lands. And despite economic challenges, Africa continues to inspire the world with its creativity, innovation, and determination. From the origins of humanity to the heart of modern culture, Africa's history is a treasure trove of fascinating stories. So next time you sip your coffee or admire a pyramid, remember Africa's legacy is everywhere.